back to my channel. I'm coming at you today with a haul video. I've not done a haul in a very long time. Excuse me, there for a while I was doing one like every other month, kind of like a what I got the past couple months type haul. And then I just kind of fell off the wagon with that and stopped doing it. I'm not sure why, but I have a lot of stuff to go over now. So before we get started, my name's Mandy. I post beauty related videos twice a week. So if you have not subscribed, be sure and do so and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And I also want to do a little thing before we get started. I think I'm kind of lopsided. It's a very strong possibility, but I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who reached out to Chad and I through Instagram and through YouTube. Chad, if I put on my stories, he had a kidney stone on Sunday. This is not anything new to him. This is the 7th kidney stone, I think. But this one he actually had to have surgery on. So he is fine and recovering well, but I just really appreciate all the well wishes and sweet messages we got, and Chad appreciates it as well. So let's go ahead and get into the haul. I have used almost everything in the haul. A lot of it I actually have on my face right now. So I'm gonna give tiny little mini reviews. I might wait and talk more about some of the stuff in actual videos pertaining to those items, but I'm gonna kind of give you little reviews as we go. And it's not going to be in any kind of order. I can promise you that. The first thing is actually a deluxe sample I got with one of my orders, but I like it a lot. So I wanted to talk about it. And it's the new Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara. So obviously this is the deluxe version, but it comes in this red packaging. And it has a plastic wand, which I'm not too big of a fan of. However, it just really gets into your lashes, separates them beautifully, and makes them very long. I feel like it doesn't give out too much volume, but the length is definitely there. The next thing in my box of goodies, which did I even mention, is mostly, I think all of it is from either Ulta or Sephora. It's obviously in the title, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. One of the ones new ones that she came out with. This is in the color Rich Amber. And I don't know, I feel like it looks okay going on, but then as the day goes on, I feel like it kind of looks muddy. But I'm still testing it because I've only worn it a couple times. I do have it on my face right now. I think it looks fine right now, but I did just finish doing my makeup, so I'm going to kind of test it as the day goes on. But I will tell you, it is so super creamy and really blends out so nice. And if I can get, and I think it's just the color, it's not the product itself. I may even look into getting the lightest shade for my kit, because I always struggle trying to find good, true, fair skin appropriate bronzers. But so far I'm liking it okay. I'm still trying to figure out, make up my mind. The next thing is the concealer I have on today, and it is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I'm not going to say much about this because I do think I'm going to do a whole separate video on it, but do know that I got it, and I got it in the color 3N. I did make a purchase off the Becca website for their 25% off friends and family sale. And so even though these technically didn't come from Ulta and Sephora, you can get them there. I got another Aqua Luminous for my kit, but it's in my kit, so I'm not going to grab it right now. And then the other two things I got were this limited edition Shimmering Skin Perfector, maybe limited edition, I think it is, Vanilla Quartz. So I've seen a ton of people talk about this before, and I always thought it might be too light on me, but I've seen some other people wear it and it was so pretty. I've heard some of y'all tell me it was so pretty, so I decided to get it, and it is so pretty. It's what I have on today. And then I got another luminous blush, which I think I need to go check. I think this rounds out my entire collection for the luminous blushes from Becca. I think I have all of them now. And this one is in Blushed Copper. I got this not only to have for darker skin tones in my kit, but also to use as eyeshadow, and really I just wanted to round out my collection. The next thing I got is what I have on my eyes today, with a little bit of that Anastasia bronzer in the crease. And it is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition palette. So it's these mini palettes that she came out with. Now, let me tell you right now, I don't have any of her Mothership big palettes, so I don't have anything to compare them to. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you I don't like this packaging practicality-wise. I really don't. I've already nipped one of the shadows, or nicked one of the shadows trying to play with this packaging. So you open it like this, and then you open it like this. It's got a mirror. It's very hard to use the mirror without having to constantly put this flap down to be able to reach it. If you put it on the table, eventually this flap flaps down, so you've got to move it to be able to reach the shadows. It's not practical, and I don't really care if it's cute or cool or pretty. I want practicality. So I don't love that, but these are the shadows in the palette. I am wearing this matte one and then this light color today. I wore this color, and the matte one yesterday. I'm still playing with these. I'm not as blown away as some other people have been, or the reviews have been. The mattes are nice, but I do have, or that matte, I guess, but I do have to really build it up, I feel like. And the shimmers are great. I mean, they're great, but they're not the best formula that I have in my collection. So I'm glad I have it. They're pretty colors. They're not colors I didn't already have, but I'm glad that I can say I have a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette now. I just don't know if I'm going to be buying more. Am I the only one? I'm probably the only one. Y'all know everybody else's opinion, whatever the opposite of that, is probably going to be mine. This is another thing I'm still trying to decide on. This is the Fenty Beauty Universal Powder. It's called a blurring powder, and it's called Invisa Matte. Okay, two things. I don't necessarily think it keeps me very like super matte looking, and I don't know how much it blurs. But again, I may be the only one that thinks that. I'm still working on it. It is starting to get a film over it, and to be quite honest, it reminds me of the NARS Crystal Press Powder, but I think I might like that one a little bit better. I'm still working on it. Still formulating an opinion. This I'm still formulating an opinion on formulating. I got a gift card for Christmas that could only be used at a Sephora inside JCPenney. So I went one day, it was burning a hole in my pocket, and I just could not decide what I wanted because honestly, I have everything. And I've been really uninspired lately, even though it doesn't look like it from here, but kind of from the stuff at Sephora. Nothing's really been standing out to me. But I ended up getting this because I've wanted it forever, and it's the Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick. So it's this twist up deodorant looking glow stick. They have it in a couple of other color correcting shades and a couple of other highlighting shades. This one is in the color 700, which I think is called Spotlight actually. It's really pretty swatched. I'm still working with it on the skin. I think the rest of the stuff I got at Ulta. In fact, I got the Anastasia bronzer at Ulta. At the same time, I got this palette. I got the Soft Glam palette. I knew the second I saw this on the internet, on Instagram, that I would have this, even though it has repeat shades from colors that I have in the singles. This is a different formula than the singles. It's like the Modern Renaissance palette, and I wanted them all in one place, so I did not hesitate to purchase that. In fact, I used my points, so I got it free. These next 6 things were enabled, is that right? Encouraged. I can't find my words lately. Risa does makeup. She talked about these palettes, and it made me want to get them. And they're the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes, blush palettes, and cream blush palettes. So very quickly, these are the Reloaded Iconic palettes. So these 4 right here, I got all 4 of them that they have to offer. They are $7 each, and at the time they had to buy 2 get 1 free. And so I got 2 of these palettes free. I'll tell you very shortly. I think I might make a video on these, but the shimmers that I've used so far are not my favorite, but the mattes are really good quality for the price and the fact that you can get them at the drugstore, because I feel like it's not hard to find a good shimmer shadow at the drugstore. It's harder to find a good quality matte. So I'm really glad that I got all these. Every color you will ever need, honestly. And then the 2 other things I got were the Cream Blush Palette and then the Ultra Blush Palette in Hot Spice. So it looks like that. My lights are washing it out tremendously. Maybe that helps a little bit better. It's got 6 matte blushes and then 2 highlighters or highlighter toppers, blush toppers. So I have used that, super pigmented, and they did last all day. Some shimmer eyeshadows. Catrice had a 3-pack of these liquid metal eyeshadows for $10. And so I got them, and they are gorgeous. I already have this one, and this is actually the one that I have opened already. And this is in the color Mauves Like Jagger. And then they have Under Treasure and We Are the Champagnes. These are gorgeous. Y'all, I'll swatch this really quick. Can you see that? It's so pretty. Super pigmented. It's right up there. So honestly, you can get those Makeup Revolution, these 3 shimmers, and you're good to go. Another eyeshadow, this is the liquid eyeshadow from Model's Own, Liquid Metal. This is in the color Copper. Yeah, it's not copper. It's not copper at all. In fact, it's green. I don't really know where they get copper, but that's it right there. I have not used this on the eyes yet, but it sure does look pretty, and I am excited to try it. I did buy the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Concealer. I have not tried this one yet. I'm excited to, though. I can't believe I've waited this long to get it. And then finally, I got a few things on the day where they sent a 10 times the points on select products. And I bought, like, I don't know, $100 worth of stuff and got 1,000 points. I mean, you can't beat that. And I bought a couple of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I know y'all are like, hold up, you don't love that makeup. No, I don't. However, it has so long lasting that I do like mixing it with luminous foundations, and I do like to have a few colors in my kit to do just that, so that it will just bump up the longevity. And then finally, I got the darkest color of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is still not that dark, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. I could not use the original because it just didn't show up. I got the 3rd darkest color, and it still doesn't show up that much. This one, I hope, is going to be a little better. So it is in the color Deep Bronzer. Deep Bronzer. And that is my haul. I got lots of good stuff, I think. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I will list and link everything I'm wearing as well as everything I talked about down in the description box as always. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.